listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Hey, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. Welcome back. Are you on your phone?
Well, yeah, I was saying hi to my brother because we were right in the middle.
Say hi to your brother for me, actually.
I did.
Okay. I think we should all just get on our phone for a few minutes.
I think that's the only way to be in life.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Our guest is on a Zoom call right now.
She was, well, anyways, yeah, we don't need to, you and I know each other. We don't need to chat too much,
Hey,
right?
what's going on?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on?
You look good.
I changed my hair from the last episode because we were shooting them one back to back.
Right. It wasn't an episode of skincare. She just had an episode. And it was just episodic.
I'm glad you brought the wooden spoon.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're making bacon later.
You're making bacon?
Yeah. Oh, my friend Kevin is coming over. So you were saying about your wooden spoons?
I don't know. It goes with your wooden teeth.
Perfect. This is what we call improv.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes, and.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what was our latest one?
The
bad improvs.
bad improv? Oh, I think it was I'm good.
Yeah.
I think somebody does something and they say something and you go, nah, I'm good.
Or that's not good improv.
Yeah. That's not good improv.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't even give anybody anything. I'm in it. Wow, I can't believe you're in this chicken salad sandwich store. That's terrible. And then you walk off.
And then you just walk away.
It's honest improv.
Mm-hmm.
Like honest, like just being honest.
I like it. Honest prov.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, let's bring out our guest.
I think honestly we should probably bring out our guest.
Okay. I'm excited because I haven't seen her in a little bit since the last time she came. She had just had like a phenol peel, which by the way has gotten so many views. I mean, I think everything that you're in has a lot of views, but specifically that video.
Really?
Yeah.
When I was explaining it or when I was
on my
before?
TikTok, on my the episode itself got a lot of views, and Instagram, the some of the clips and stuff like that. So yeah, you did really well. But let's bring her out.
Absolutely.
She's a great friend of ours. We love her so much, and I'm just glad that she could come back here, come into the couch. Sarah Lawrence, everybody. Sarah Lawrence. Hi. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
You know what's funny? Somebody Googled phenol peel and then I popped up.
That's amazing. See, that's what I'm saying.
Well, it didn't work. So how about that?
Yeah.
That's number one.
You weren't convinced though at first when you did it that it had worked.
I was convinced.
No, you were not convinced.
Yeah, because I could still see my scarring and I was like, oh, cool. And then people were like, just give it time. I'm like, that's not something that you give time. It's either there or it's not.
Right.
It's not going to be there and then in 2 weeks be gone.
Right.
So what it did for me was more mental rather than physical, because now instead of every time I get an ad like, what about this fucking laser and what about this one, and I just go, no thanks.
Yeah.
And so that feels good because I used to be on a mission every fucking day to find the thing that will fix it, and now I know it is unfixable. So that is a nice release mentally for me.
Just so you don't have to keep chasing
so
that.
yeah, and then people are like, we got a package on the new fucking this, and I'm like, suck my dick, I'm not doing it. Yeah, so that feels nice.
Yeah,
because any spare money I ever had from my entire life for 20 years, I would just be like, what's the next laser, and then all the doctors are like, oh, you haven't tried my laser yet. I'm like, that's what everyone says. Everyone's like, oh, this is the new fucking. It's like, no, dude, I just had my whole face shaved off and it didn't work, so I'm done.
Yeah, you went through some serious.
And oh my god, this is the best part. So the doctor goes, yeah, your face will be red for 3 months. I go, great. 3 months I go in for a checkup. He goes, yeah, your face is gonna be red for 6 months. I go, great. And then at like 9 months, he goes, your face is gonna be red for about 18 months. And he goes, I didn't tell you that because I didn't want to freak you out beforehand. And I was like, that feels. And then of course all my American friends are like, you should fucking sue him. I'm like, why? Because he's a fucking idiot. I don't know. I'm swearing a lot. I'm tired, so it's like it's pumping me up.
You're like on adrenaline right now. I think. Yeah.
So that was kind of crazy. And I don't know, every time I went in there, the lady was like, oh my God, I can't believe how good you look. Your skin looks so amazing. And I had to send her an email and be like, hey, I would really appreciate the next time I come in, please don't tell me how good my skin looks. Here is a before and an after. Tell me which one's which.
Interesting.
I said,
wow.
do not tell me again. It's very condescending, like patronizing, and it's pissing me off because every time I go in there, I have to go, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, great. And I'm like, it's the same. So don't do that anymore. And she was like, heard. Because it's her job to be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Exactly.
So, but it really started to piss me off. So that's where we're at. What I did get was 2 new sunspots on my neck.
Oh, fun.
Because you're completely raw, and if you go out in the sun even a little bit, everything's opened up. So as soon as the sun hits you, it's like pa pa pa. So I got 2 sunspots on my neck.
Oh no.
So it's like, well, I paid 10 grand for 2 fucking moles.
Oh my
it's
God.
like sick.
I mean, that's the going rate these days for moles. I think. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So that's where I'm at.
Well, so to link it to today's topic, which is what's the deal with cystic acne? Was your acne cystic? I don't. Yeah, it was. Okay, and was it everywhere, or is it just mostly?
It started on my forehead when I was 11, and it was on my back and my chest.
Oh my God.
Yes, and it was like even in my ears. It was crazy. Yeah, it was fucking horrible. And so that's me. I'm 11, and then yeah, I kind of managed it on my back somehow, but nothing went away until I tried Accutane when I was 16, but it was weird because back in the day, when was I 16? That was like 2002, and on the news for some reason, big sensationalized stories at the time of people killing themselves when being on Accutane.
Yes.
But it's like, yeah, it's because I was fucking so depressed because I look so bad, and then I took these pills which makes you look worse momentarily. So when you look in the mirror and you look worse, you're like, I literally am gonna kill myself. So there were so many news reports all on people committing suicide and how dangerous it was, and so we were really, me and my parents were like hesitant to put me on it. And they're honestly like, my mum feels bad to this day. She's like, I should have just done it. But I was also playing basketball full time, and so I went on it for 1 week, and all my palms started like peeling off. The bottom of my feet were peeling off. My joints were sore, and we were just like, well, that
can't be good for you.
I can't do this right now. So it was basketball.
Yeah.
And then so when I broke my pelvis and could never play ever again, I went on it when I was 19.
Okay.
So for 8 years it was full on.
Oh wow.
On.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you stayed on it for a full 8 years?
No, I could only go on it when I was 19.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Oh, I see.
So,
yeah.
but I've been on it 3 times because every 7 years it basically comes back because all your cells like regenerate, and
That's
they go,
right,
just kidding, we're still here. Except for now, I think I've rid it now, but it's a whole spiritual thing behind that.
I love that your cystic acne has an American accent.
Thank you. Hey, it's us. You're literally ruin your self-esteem for literally
that
your whole
sounds
life.
like that sounds like America.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
America's the thing that you don't want it to be there, but it's just hi. Yeah.
Hi.
Was
still
it
here.
painful, by the way?
Yeah.
All like everywhere. Like, see, I never knew you could get it on you. I knew you could get it on your back, and obviously most people get it here, but I didn't know you could get it on your back. And then you said, where else did you get it?
And your butt too.
And your butt. Oh, fun.
Back, arms, like shoulders, chest.
God.
Do you know what? It was crazy because I remember I had one pimple here.
Yeah.
For like 12 months.
And that you can't do anything about it.
Well, my poor mom, she's like trying to look for solutions. I would go to this like facial lady. We would do oxygen facials. And so she's putting the cream on, she's doing the stuff, she's doing the instructions, but it's like, cystic, you can't do anything.
No, it's too
there's no
deep.
head.
Yeah.
But I remember literally, imagine when you get a pimple, you have it for like, let's say a week max. Imagine having the same pimple for 12 months.
That's depressing.
It's just sitting there and
Yeah.
you can't do anything. It was, oh my God, this is making me sad.
Well, would you, oh.
Thanks for having me.
Well, that I do want to explain to people what it is. It's a deeply inflamed lesion that's been beneath your skin, and there's no visible head, like you were saying. So, like, if somebody comes to me and they're like, can you get this? Can you get this? And I can just feel it underneath the skin. I'm like, no, there's nothing I can do. And if I do, it's only going to make it worse, and it just takes forever to heal.
Yeah.
So the causes, I don't know what your cause was. Apparently hormonal, there's a hormonal influence to it, like androgens increase your sebum production, but did you have your hormones tested and everything?
Yeah, I did everything. So the Accutane was the last resort, obviously.
Okay.
So I went on the pill, I did the stuff, I did the blah, blah, blah. It's hereditary as well.
Okay.
So if you want to get into the spiritual side of it,
yeah.
This is crazy, and I understand that I'm crazy, but this is how I got rid of it. I went to an ayahuasca retreat. It always comes back to that. I stopped. So I had been on my last round of Accutane. I was 35, and the last round didn't work. So I was on Accutane during the pandemic, and then finished the course, and it came immediately back. And the doctor at the time was like, "Yeah, this is not going to work because it's not hormonal, it's something else, or it is hormonal, or it's something." He was convinced it wouldn't work. And I said, well, it's worked 2 times before and given me, 7 years of relief. So I trust it's going to work again. But everything came back straight away. So I went back on spironolactone, which is
that's another thing you can use to treat it, right?
And you can be on that kind of like forever. It's not a thing where Accutane you take for 6 months and then you're done. So I had been on it for like, I want to say 2 years. And
you take it orally?
Yes. I shove it up my ass, but you're not supposed to.
Yeah. Voids the warranty.
Yeah. And so I was doing this ayahuasca retreat, and they tell you can't take any pills. And I was like, well, this doesn't really count. Like, you can't be on any antidepressant. But I was like, let's see.
Yeah.
I'll just go off it and we'll just see what happens. And literally in one of the journeys, I had pimples all on my neck, my chin here, and I was holding on to them, and I was like, what is this? I'm fucking 35 years old. I'm not a teenager. Like, what's going on? Why are you doing this to me? Because it's my own body doing it. And literally the medicine was like, if you stop calling yourself ugly, we will stop doing this to you.
Wow.
Because that's the story I've had in my head since I was 11.
Right.
Is you're ugly, you're disgusting. And if that's what I believe and that's what I think, that's what I have to keep seeing. I have to keep seeing that thing that is making me ugly. The pimples are coming through. And I swear to fucking God, I've never had a pimple since. It's been 5 years. I mean, I've had like normal period pimples, but they just go. But like, I believe that I'm done.
There's almost nothing that you can do. Like, when I put this together, first of all, I didn't do this because you were coming in. And then I was like, oh God, I hope she doesn't think I'm making her the acne girl or whatever.
Well,
but I did want to talk about it. But, honestly, more interesting than any of the stuff I was going to talk about is what you're saying is like, there is an element to it, probably more so than anything else. Yeah. Just you're keeping it going.
This is what I've been thinking about recently. This is what I've been really getting into. Hereditary things. That means that it wasn't dealt with beforehand and it was passed down to me. So I'm like, this is not mine. This is not mine. This was given to me. My brother doesn't have it. This is in my genes somehow from something that wasn't healed from the person before me. And my cousin has it as well. And this is along the same lines, but something else. I have this thing called restless leg syndrome. You know what that is? It's fucking annoying. Yeah. And so I've had that my whole life. And I was at a women's retreat recently and I did a breath work and I started to get restless leg. And I realized I had learned about restless legs literally a month or so before because it was getting really bad. And I'm like, what is this? It's a neurological disease. It's in your brain. And so again, I'm looking into it. I'm going, this is not real. This is in my fucking head. My head is causing pain in my legs. Again, it's hereditary. This is not mine. My mom got this. She gave it to me. And now I'm fucked, right? And so I'm in this breath work and I start to get the restless leg and I was like, no. And I decide, I have fucking autonomy over my brain. I decide this is not real anymore. And so in the breath work, I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm like, I'm shaking my legs. I'm literally ridding this thing out of me. And anytime, haven't got it since. Dude, your brain is so fucking okay. So anytime I feel it, sometimes I feel like, you can feel when it's about to come. And I literally just pause and I just think, I'm like, no, this is not happening. And it literally goes away. Wow. So it's crazy.
What do you think is like the what's behind it? Like emotionally, or you're saying it came from like you inherited it from someone, from your mom. Does she have it, or it's just
she has
like,
it? Yeah, she still has it. Yeah. Wow. So she inherited it from whoever the fuck.
I think there's like an emotional component to it.
There has to be, since it's a neurological disorder. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's not my legs. Right. It's in my brain. So I can fix my brain, and I did, and I have. So I don't know. what was your question?
I don't know.
Where's it from? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But when I heard that it was neurological, I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna fix this then because this is retarded.
That's why I love you too. I mean, it's for many reasons, but like you could just go around like there's so much knowledge, or in quotations about, this and like what you can and can't do. And honestly, there's really not a lot you can do about some of these things. But that's why when you come in and you talk to us, it usually goes back to something, spiritual. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I did this, some shit's been going down in my life recently, and I was like, all right, I'm going to take an edible and I'm going to have a little ceremony. It was on the full moon. I've never done anything full moony before. I don't really know about that stuff. I don't really believe in horoscopes. But I believe in myself. It sounds so fucking gay, but I believe in myself. Like, I'm going to take an edible. I put on a hour-long cord cutting meditation where it's cord cutting. Like, let's say you guys break up, you are basically tethered by a cord. You imagine like separating like that. And so in the cord cutting meditation, these people came up, and it says like, where are they tethered to you? They're either tethered by your, like, in your solar plexus or in your jaw or in your brain. And I'm like, all these people are in my jaw. And that's the next thing I want to tackle is I have this clenched jaw, and I've had it since 2018 when I was in a really horrible relationship and I couldn't speak. I'm just walking around on eggshells, and so that's when I started clenching my jaw. And all these people in my life who are kind of causing stress, they're all tethered to my fucking jaw. And so because I have that knowledge now of like spirituality and ayahuasca and whatever else, and I trust myself, laying there going like, oh, I can it's really been hard to like fix this. And every time you do ayahuasca, it goes in there and I can feel it swirling around in my jaw. Yeah, but something's missing, but it's in my head.
I can make my own hiccups go away.
Hell yeah.
So, and I taught myself to do that like when I was really young, and I believe that you can do stuff like that. I haven't been able to. I mean, I don't even know if I've tried to do it for my legs or for some of the other things that that are going on. I don't know.
But I'm also telling you this from a point of, I have like, I can't just tell some guy on the street, hey, if you really believe that, you can, because he's not gonna be able to do it.
Right.
So I'm coming to you from a place of like, I've done all this shit, all this foundational work where I know that I can go inside myself and fix this thing, but you may not be able to because you don't have that relationship yet.
Do you picture it though? Because that's what I do with the hiccups. I picture it and I go, thank God I don't have them. And then I picture a time when I didn't have the hiccups.
That's nice.
And then they just go away. So I know that if I can do that and make my diaphragm stop moving and spasming.
Right. Well, then, yes.
There has to be.
You can, yeah. So you have restless leg syndrome too?
I mean, is that what you think it is? I mean, I don't know. I get it to where it's like, it feels like, what's that? Oh, the mic? Oh, this way?
No, it was me. I was touching it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. You can touch me. Yeah, I get it to where like I'll be laying and I feel like a shot of like, like it feels like
you're like this.
Yeah. And I can't control it. Sometimes though, if I'm thinking a stressful thought, I notice that like it'll spasm really fast. So that's why I know that it's up here.
Yeah. So so the only reason I can control it is because I started in a breath work.
Okay.
So in the breath work, when I'm under, I'm doing I'm literally shaking, I'm crying, I'm screaming, I'm brushing my legs, I'm getting the disease or the whatever you want to call it out of me, so that now in the real world, when I come back and I feel something in my leg, which I'm not really feeling anymore, I can go, no thanks.
It's like a phantom.
Yes, almost. And that also goes back to that thing TMS that I had. I'm fucked, huh?
No.
Jesus Christ.
You're amazing. What's TMS?
TMS is where you have physical ailments in your body, but actually there's nothing wrong with you. It's just your brain making you feel pain because you're refusing to feel it other times properly.
Oh, wow.
So I've had this pain I broke up with this guy a couple of years ago. Well, long story, but I had this pain in my elbow and I thought it was from tennis, but it was from him. And anytime I think about him, I get a pain in my elbow. And so we had kind of split up and I was crying for like 6 months and I still had this pain in my elbow. And I was like, that means there's something I still have to do to close that chapter kind of.
Yeah.
And that was the guy who we saw each other after 6 months and we were going to have sex. And he said, I said, can you turn the lights down a little bit? And he said, Alexa, it's business time. And all the lights went down. And I was like,
Whoa.
I am going to kill myself. And then the pain in my arm went away.
Whoa.
But so I was like, okay, that chapter's done with that guy. I know that like this point in my arm is that guy. And so sometimes also when I'm walking, I'll feel like when you get rid of TMS, it's like right before a snake dies, it's like the strongest that it is. And so you can feel all these pains coming up, and I'm just walking going, that's not real. That's not real. I shot a podcast here about it for an hour. I just talked about it. It was last February. But they're not real. All these fucking pains that I get are not real.
And so it's emotional stuff that you have to deal with still?
It's your brain. Well, one of my things is, I identify as somebody who's injured. So after I got rid of my pubic bone injury, after identifying as somebody with a broken pelvis for 20 years, my body has to create pain elsewhere so that I am still that character of I'm an injured person. Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
That's wild.
So who am I if I'm not injured? That's what I've told everyone for the past 20 years. Oh, I have a broken pelvis. First thing I say, I got a broken pelvis. Got a broken pelvis. Walk into a yoga class. I have a broken pelvis. If I don't have a broken pelvis, what do I have? Oh, well, I hurt my shoulder from tennis.
Right.
Oh, I hurt my ankle from this. I have to have an injury, or else who am I?
Do you still have to have an injury? No. Okay, good.
No, but it's taken me 2 or 3 years to get out of that once I recognized what it was.
How did you figure that out?
Fuck. My friend told me about this. I said to him, I was getting all these I got like my left toe hurt, then my right toe hurt, then I had a problem with my knees, then I had a problem with my elbow, then it was my wrist, then it was my shoulder, just over and over and over again. And then one morning I woke up, the worst lower back pain I've ever had in my life. I've never had this. Literally woke up, couldn't walk. And I was telling my friend about it, and he was like, you have to listen to this audiobook. It's called Healing Back Pain by this guy, John Sarno. And I was like, no, it's not back pain though. It's like, this is just the next injury in the long line of injuries. And he was like, trust me, listen to this book. And literally within 2 minutes of the book, I was bawling my fucking eyes out because I was like, oh, this is me.
Wow.
And by the end of the audiobook in 3 hours, all the pain had gone.
That's amazing.
You're nuts.
Yeah.
Like our brains are so fucking, I don't know if it's like amazing or annoying or retarded, but they're so powerful. It's just so silly. And so now I have that control over, like, I can feel when it's coming up and I'm like, that's not a real pain. And literally it goes.
I have a family member who does what you're saying, only it's with she's got fibromyalgia, she's got, Epstein-Barr, she's got Lyme's disease, she's got, everything in the book, but I can't have a conversation with her without my fibromyalgia or my anxiety or my this or that. And it's like, you're literally programming yourself over and over and over again.
Fibromyalgia, someone's going to shoot me, but that's an autoimmune disease. Any autoimmune disease is you. Yeah. It's your body. Your body is rejecting itself. So what does that tell you? You got some fucking shit going on. Right. And that is the thing that you can cure by yourself. No, nobody knows how you get it. Da, da, da. It's like, but you can't tell somebody who has fibromyalgia and Hashimoto's disease and this, or is it Yashimoto? That's the guy from Tekken.
I think Hashimoto's.
It's Hashimoto. You can't tell someone with an autoimmune disease, this is your fault. Right. You can't. As just like you couldn't tell me, like, the pain in your pubic bone is not real. I'd be like, fuck you, this is my whole life. Right. If your whole life is this disease, you can't be told otherwise unless you want to fix it yourself. Right. So I also have a friend, she's got fucking depression, she's got OCD, she's got this, she's got that. Right. I'm like, you're a victim then. I can't help you. Everything's always wrong all the time. That's great. That also used to be me. So I can't tell you, like, hey, pull your fucking socks up. Just do some, do some mushrooms and figure it out, because she's also not me. Right. And my path was completely different. And I was in a certain set of circumstances where I was at my rock bottom of, like, why does this keep happening to me? Mm-hmm. And I'm curious and I want to fix it. And now here we are. And I'm so happy that I did. But now it's this delicate situation of me trying to be like, you can fix this if you want to, but that's very threatening to somebody whose whole life is that. Right, exactly. It's like saying, like, oh, you've done this for your whole life. Yes, and also I don't believe you. Yeah. Because it's real. By the way, it's real. Yeah. Your fibromyalgia, that is a real thing. Mm-hmm. Can you fix it? Yes. Do you want to believe that you can fix it? No. It's easier to be like, no. Do you realize
I don't know what the statistic is, but it's mostly women that have those autoimmune disorders, especially like fibromyalgia.
Really?
And some,
I wonder why
which
that is, because we're just pushing all of our emotions down to make sure that everybody's okay all the time.
Yeah. And then I think a certain age of women I've noticed also get it because they're not a generation that's going to therapy. They don't want to deal with whatever it is that happened. You know, like this person I'm talking about, my family, I'll never know, you know. She's almost 80, or she is 80. I don't think she's ever going to dive into it and find out what it is.
Well, that's the other thing. If you're 80, you don't want to bring all this shit up. Like,
I know.
I'm constantly processing things. I'm learning every day. I'm sitting in ceremony. I'm crying. I question everything I believe, because I want to know if it's my belief or if it was my mom's belief or my dad's belief or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're 80, you don't want to fucking, man. She's like, I'm about to die. Like, leave me alone. I don't want to think about my childhood trauma and like, what was that thing that guy said to me made me feel bad, and now I react poorly in these kind of situations. It's like, if I, it's too hard.
Now I'm wondering about migraines. I hate to even say that I have migraines, but I receive them. I don't even know how to say it, but like I feel like
you'll entertain them sometimes.
I entertain them, yeah. I mean, I have one right now. So yeah, and so I took a pill, and it makes me kind of like slower and stupid and kind of very sad.
That's what I'm feeling. Yeah,
you are
feeling you slower and stupid. Yeah.
She
went, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. I would be like, yeah, she's smart enough. She can see right through me.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, like, what is it? I mean, I often think it's me. It is, but I just don't know what.
But if you think about it, everything you got to zoom out. You're doing that.
Yeah.
It's in your brain. Something in there is causing this. That's all. This is how I figured out the pain in my pubic bone. I went, if I cut, there's a book called The Brain That Changes Itself. And they do these experiments, really horrible. They do experiments on monkeys, and they'll get a monkey's hand and they'll sever the pain tendon that like goes in this finger. Right? And then they'll like stab it in the finger and it won't flinch. Then they'll like switch the pain, the fucking tendons around, and and I went, if you cut the pain receptor in my brain, so I feel no pain, you could literally cut my arm off with a chainsaw and I wouldn't feel it. And that fascinated me, because I'm like, everything originates in here.
Right.
If you just literally cut off that pain thing, you can stab me in the arm and I won't feel it.
That's why painkillers work.
Yes, everything is in here.
Yeah.
So it's deep. You got to figure out even just being aware of it is also incredibly helpful. Because now that I'm aware of this thing that my brain is doing, I can control it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's not a thing that happens to you. You're doing it.
I see the pattern. It happens with me, not to make this all about me, but
please do.
I noticed that we have to wrap it up soon, but I noticed that when I've done a whole bunch of stuff and I feel under the gun and I'm just like, I'm not taking a break and I feel overwhelmed and I can't do it, and then I finally end up doing it, and then right at the end, when I feel like I can finally take a breath, that's when it hits. So it's like my body's going, now it's time to feel whatever you were stuffing.
And once you have created that story, then the next time you're running around, you go, this is going to be the day that I get the migraine, because you've told yourself that story.
Right.
And it has to keep happening because that's what you've said.
Yeah.
There was this girl in an improv class, and every fucking 10 minutes she'd be getting a migraine. She's like, oh, well, I just get sick all the time and I have migraines and I have this and I have this. And I was just like, oh my God, listen to the way you're talking about yourself. You keep saying, I get this. This is what happens to me. And I'm like, it has to be true.
It's prophesizing.
Yeah. So
yeah, I got to figure it out.
As long as you're aware of it, that's a huge step. You're not walking around going, no, my migraines, I don't know what to do. You're like, let me think about it.
Yeah.
But that's fucking great.
Yeah, I'm starting to make the connection for sure. And I know that also with migraines, a lot of women get them more than men, and they get them mostly on the weekends.
See, now what?
Isn't that bizarre?
Okay, so that tells me that you're going to work, you have to work, you can't afford to leave work, and then when you finish all the things that you have to do and you finally get a moment to yourself on the Saturday, that's when it comes, because you have time.
That's it.
So that's what I mean. It's not real, because a migraine can't be scheduled. If this migraine is a thing that can come at any time for any reason, why is it coming on Saturday at 4:00 when you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna figure this out. I would love to talk about this even more. But
great episode.
It is though. Do you not find this to be interesting?
No, I did. I'm interested in myself.
Okay.
I'm like, wow, I love talking about this stuff.
No, I love it. I love that. And every time you come in, this happens where like I start with point A and we end up at, you know, at point C. And it happens organically, and it's way more interesting than just like going over, you know, like statistics and, you know, what you can do, what you can't do. And so I really appreciate you bringing that every time. And you're always very open with us. And I always want to cry a little bit when you come.
I held it in this time. You see that? That was pretty good.
I feel it though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're amazing. And we just love you so much. And let's have you back again.
And you're going to be my birthday in 3 weeks.
I know.
You're coming?
He's gonna be out of town.
Oh wait, I'll be in Florida. That's right.
He'll be in Florida. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll Zoom.
Yeah.
I'll Zoom in.
You'll Zoom in. All right. Well,
where can people find you on the socials?
At the Sarah Lawrence. Like Martin Lawrence. A black guy was like, he's like, what do you mean? And he goes, oh, you mean like Martin Lawrence? And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna start doing that now.
It works. Makes sense.
At the Sarah Lawrence, like Martin Lawrence.
as opposed to Joey Lawrence.
Oh, hey, is that the guy from...
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Blossom?
Yeah.
Stop. That's so funny.
Oh, I'm glad we ended off on a laugh.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, Sarah, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I will be seeing you very soon and we'll be chatting.
Cute.
Yay.
Oh.
Bye.